Live from the Texas Cheerlickers Studios, it's In the Building with Mike Taylor and Rudy J.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Can you hear me, Jose?
Yeah, you sound beautiful.
Good morning, everybody. It's In the Building. No Mike Taylor today. I think he left Hawaii at 7:50 last night, which is 8:50, 9:50, 10:50, 11:50, 12:50, which is pretty much 1 a.m. our time. So I think he was going to Denver or maybe Houston. I'm not sure, but regardless, he's traveling all day, all night, whatever.
Yeah, those time zones.
Whew. Yeah, the gang will be all back together tomorrow in studio. We were going to do in studio today, but some things came up. No big deal. No worries. It's just Buki and I, so don't blame him for anything crazy that he says.
Sure.
You know how he is. Y'all should know by now how he is. So it is what it is. It's In the Building, brought to you from the Texas Cheer Studios, 7 different locations. You should have one near you. Support local businesses. How you doing today, Buki?
I'm doing all right. Can't complain. Excited to talk some ball. I don't get to talk NBA basketball often, Rudy. I've been banned by talking NBA because I have takes, obviously, and I'm a little bit of a homer at times. But I'm excited to chat.
Well, first of all, who banned you? It wasn't us.
No. People at Pub Sports Radio. Shout out to them. I get often slandered and ridiculed because I say things like, we had this conversation last time. Kobe's the 11th best player of basketball history.
Yeah, you know what? You should be banned.
See,
and
that's how it happens.
I'm not going to punch you, but let's punch some people because it is people that I want to punch Wednesdays. And brought to you by Orlando Kell. It's people I want to punch.
Now, it's time.
Jesus.
Now,
it's
time for People I Want to Punch on In the Building.
I don't even hear it. Is it running?
It is running. Don't you worry. Okay. It's running.
All right, cool. Alex, God bless the dead. I don't know who does Jeopardy now. Alex, give me things a man should never say to another man for 400.
Okay. What does the survey said?
The survey says Anthony Edwards, who has been fined by the NBA $50,000 for a conversation that he had with a Laker fan during Game 1 that was picked up by camera phones. We have camera phones. You can hear the heckler yelling at Anthony Edwards, "Hey, man, where are your kids? Where are your kids?" Obviously, Anthony Edwards has a few kids. The most recent one.
Couple.
Yeah, the most recent one, he scratched $1 million check. Said,
that was a good idea. That was a great idea. That's great businessship right there.
She's crazy. She's crazy. Again, I'm not for taking nobody behind the woodshed, but I am for fairness when it comes to children. And $5,000 a month from Anthony Edwards for 18 years ain't enough money. It's not enough money. That's not enough money. And so that young lady, props to her for being like, hey, you know what? And so he just scratched a check for $5,000 times 12 months times 18 years. It came out to over $1 million. Said, I want nothing to do with the kids. Jerry Jones doesn't. People still support the Cowboys. I don't know why they're so mad at Anthony Edwards. But Anthony Edwards was picked up on a conversation by a camera phone with a heckler, Laker fan. And the Laker fan kept pressing, where are your kids? They're talking shit like, hey, he's saying Gobert got $300 million. You're talking shit about Gobert. He made $300 million. And the guy goes, where are your kids? And Anthony Edwards proceeds to tell this man, my situation's bigger than yours, while grabbing his situation. Grabbed his situation. It's early in the morning, so I'm not going to be vulgar. Mike would have said what it was. I'm not going to be vulgar. Mike would have told you exactly what he said, but he grabbed his situation and said, my situation is bigger than yours. And I gotta punch him for that. One, we don't care, Anthony. And not only that, you're a 6'4" black man. I hope your situation is bigger than his. You know, because most of the people that are courtside are 5'5", 5'6". I hope your situation is bigger than that young man's situation, Anthony. You're a 6'4" black man from Georgia. I hope it is, but nobody cares. So again, for $400, Alice, give me things a man should never say to another man. So my punch of the day is going to Anthony Edwards. Damn, Rudy got that Emmitt Smith brush for the beard. Me too. Wow, that was old. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. That's a good punch. That's a great punch.
I don't understand that. Like, what does that have to do with anything? Like, he clearly got under Anthony Edwards' skin. That's why Anthony. Like, why would you say like my situation is bigger than yours? I don't know what provokes another man to say that. Like, I'm confused. Like, and Anthony, you probably should put that thing away. It's costing you a lot of money. Put it away. Leave it alone. So punch Anthony Edwards, number one, for a stupid comment, a comment that no other man wants to hear. And number two, for having a gosh awful game two and allowing the Lakers to tie the series up 1-1. So I'm punching Anthony Edwards. Do you have a punch? If not, it's no big deal if you don't.
No, I'll give one. I'll play the Mike Taylor role here today. I'll punch Jerry Jones.
Why are you punching Jerry? What did Jerry do?
Jerry Jones today.
Today?
I guess this is yesterday, actually,
okay.
now. Jerry Jones says Cowboys are working on pretty substantive trades. Why does this man have to come out here and say that you're working on trades? Why don't you just keep things inside the kimono, Jerry? You don't have to open the kimono and let us see your...
But everybody's working on trades.
Yeah, and you know what else is saying anything about it? That's the thing, Jerry.
Mike
just
would be proud.
Keep your mouth shut.
Mike would be proud of you. Mike would love this punch.
Thank you.
As a matter of fact, I don't think you would have had to say it because it probably would have been Mike's punch.
Exactly. I'm just trying to recreate a little Mike Taylor here. I mean, it's just unbelievable, this guy. Keep it in the kimono. Close the kimono. We don't need to see your saggy nuts, Jerry Jones. We don't need to see that. Just
what's
keep
a kimono?
In house. A kimono, that Japanese silk, night thing.
Yes.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Steve G, shout out to Steve G, loves a fully open kimono. I respect that.
You see what? Y'all are weird.
We love
Why
that.
do you want a fully open kimono on a female?
He didn't say who or where. A fully open kimono could mean a lot of things. Shout out to Steve G.
Yes, and going back to yesterday, Nuck Fico brings up a great point. For those that didn't see the show yesterday, shame on you, first of all. I hope you get food poisoning. But Nuck Fico, going back to Jose starting the show by saying, hey, he's banned from certain takes. He did say Mike Trout was better than Ken Griffey Jr.
And I will continue to stand on that.
You can't. I'm not going to allow you to do this. Put Orlando's information back up there so I can give the information. So if your husband or your...
Oh, we lost Rudy for a second. We can't hear you, Rudy. Oh, boy. We've lost Rudy J. Rudy, can you hit a refresh on your phone real quick? Oh, boy. You guys in the chat, let me know if you guys can hear Rudy right now, because I can't. I would love to hear that. Refresh your phone. Your phone, Rudy. There we go. Yeah, I can't hear you, Rudy. Sorry. No one can hear you. There you go. Oh, there you go. We lose Rudy J there for a second. We'll be right back with Rudy. But like Rudy was saying, if you guys need a family lawyer, go call our guy, Orlando Cal, 210-775-4995 there. Also, email him, orlandocal@gmail.com. Welcome
Am I
back,
good now?
Rudy. Yes, we can hear you.
Oh,
Rudy.
It was because spam called me.
Okay, well, beautiful. Yeah, we couldn't hear you there for a second, but yes, we just told the people about having children issues, separations, whatever it may be, Rudy. You got to call our guy, Orlando Cal.
Because after all, 50% of us will end up in divorce, which
Gotta
is
roll those
unfortunate.
dice.
That's an unfortunate stat. Moving on. We'll talk a little bit of hoops today. Mike don't really, it's got to be Western Conference, Eastern Conference Finals. I've been asking Mike to talk about basketball for a couple of days, and I get it. You know, it is what it is. San Antonio, our team stinks right now. But last night, and I only wanted to bring it up because it's the talk of the town because of the trade. The Lakers tied the series up 1-1, and there's only a couple things that I want to bring up. Number one, for the 5% of you that don't listen to hip hop music, well, the 5% of you that do listen to hip hop music, and I understand why the other 95% don't. The new stuff stinks. But for the 5% of you that do listen to hip hop music, rapper Kevin Gates from Louisiana.
He has 2 phones.
He has 2 phones. Okay, good job, Jose. He has some choice words for LeBron's bride, Savannah James.
Oh, no.
Yeah, a couple days ago, he said that Savannah don't look at LeBron the way the Snow Bunnies do courtside, and that she needs to do a better job of making her man feel wanted and making her man feel needed. And we all know LeBron will approach you if you have something to say about his family, right? We've seen it, right? I can't think of a reason, more of a reason to approach somebody than them having something to say about your wife. And
I mean, Will Smith slapped the man for it in front of everyone to see.
Well, Kevin Gates showed up to the Laker game last night, courtside. Didn't see a confrontation.
I don't think LeBron wants that.
He ran up on Stephen A. Smith. Cussing, growling face, making sure the cameras are watching. Oh, keep my son out of this shit. F that. You see, I'm still keeping it clean. It's before 10:30. F that. Keep my son out of this. He wants to play tough guy. Then goes on Pat McAfee, continues the tough guy role with Stephen A. Smith. But then the rapper, Kevin Gates, has some not so nice things to say about your wife and wanted to show up to the game to see if you was going to keep that same energy. And he didn't. I'm just saying. Keto Jar says Kevin Gates spent $45K, half his bank account balance on those seats for nothing. No, Kevin Gates got a little bit more than 90,000.
He has 2 phones, Keto Jar. What are you talking about?
He got a little bit more than 90,000. He's an independent artist. He gets all of his streaming money. Kevin Gates got a little bit of money. He got
2 phones with platinum.
Yeah, he might not have. He got a little bit more than 90. Keto Jar. But I'm just saying, if you're gonna be a tough guy, Mr. James, be a tough guy all the time. Because I know you said if you had something to say about my wife, I can't fight. Okay, I've said this on the show a lot of times. I can't fight. I cannot fight. But there are certain instances where we will have to have a conversation. And if you say something about my wife, making my wife feel a certain type of way, I'm gonna have a conversation like, hey man, I think that was a little bit out of line, man. You talk about me all you want to, but keep Savannah's name out your mouth, because Savannah ain't done anything to anybody. She's been the epitome of an athlete's wife. She let everybody talk about her son, about her husband, never says anything, minds her own business. She didn't deserve that from Kevin Gates. But yet I didn't see no conversation. I'm not saying I don't want LeBron to go and fight the dude. That would be stupid. But I'm saying if you're gonna roll up on NBA analysts because they're talking about that, because they're saying that your son probably doesn't deserve to be in the NBA, and you as a father need to stop pushing him on us. You want to run up on him, but you got nothing to say to Kevin Gates about him insulting your wife in that fashion. That's all I'm saying. Anyway.
Yeah, LeBron, fake tough guy. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought, Rudy? Not my GOAT.
He ain't my GOAT either. Matt Bernard said, meanwhile, Kevin Gates walking around with the pass around by his side. Yes. What's her name? I forget her name, but she's Muslim now. She has been passed around. Oh,
Jesus.
But she's changed her life, Matt. She's a Muslim now.
I didn't know we were talking about a human.
She's changed her life. All right. All I'm saying is, if you're going to run up on NBA analysts, you got to run up on everybody, or you're going to have idiots like me calling you out about it. But on to the court. I want to give Luka some praise. And I also want to give LeBron some praise. And you're starting to see why LeBron didn't veto this trade. When he got Anthony Davis was supposed to allow LeBron to be able to coast at certain points and not have to carry. LeBron didn't want Anthony Davis there so LeBron would carry him. He would want them there so Anthony Davis could take the reins and LeBron can pick his spots and not have to dominate every night. When Anthony Davis was there, as good, I think Anthony Davis is a great player. He's just unfortunate he's always injured. When Anthony Davis was there, LeBron had to play the 40 minutes. LeBron had to go and get 35, 40 points. He had to get 40-point triple doubles. What Luka has allowed him to do is like what you saw last night. Like, LeBron is a master at picking his spots, knowing what's going on. The game's in slow motion. He understands how to pace himself probably better than any athlete I've ever seen. And what you're seeing from LeBron, what you saw from LeBron since the trade, and even the first two games of this series, LeBron isn't playing bad. He's picking his spots. Like, okay, perfect example, last night. Gets a steal on Anthony Edwards. Burst of energy. Gets a steal, goes coast to coast, gets a layup. They get another steal. They go down. Him and Austin Reeves 2-on-1. He gets a left-hand layup. He's picking his spots, but Luka is allowing him to do that. Like, LeBron is saving gas in his tank for Oklahoma City, for the Clippers, for the Celtics, should they get to the finals. So Luka is exactly what LeBron needs at this point in his career. Like with Anthony Davis, you've seen in the last year, they went out in the first round. He has to do too much alongside Anthony Davis. With Luka, he's like, okay, Luka's in full control. Luka's averaging like 33 his last 5-6 games against Minnesota. LeBron knows this. LeBron knows they have nobody that can match up with him. So he's pretty much pacing himself. Again, this is going to be a really tough series for the Lakers to get out of. I think the Lakers get out of this series, but you even saw last night they go up 22, and late in the fourth quarter, it's a single-digit game. I think the Wolves cut it to like 7. So the Wolves, this is the same team that last year was down 20 points in a Game 7 to the Denver Nuggets on the road, only to come back and win. They're not going to quit, and they have a real home court advantage. The Lakers, they're all right. Minnesota has a real home court advantage, and the Lakers got their hands full, but I do feel like they come away with this series. But shout out to Luka for being exactly what the doctor ordered, no pun intended, for LeBron James at this point in his career.
By the way, Lakers underdogs, game 3, 3-point underdogs here in Minnesota. So that'll be fun. And by the way, the Lakers. Yeah, 3-point underdogs, and the Lakers minus 120 to win the series. So pretty close. Pretty close. It seems like a 7-game series.
So what does that mean, 120 to win the series? What does that even mean? I don't gamble.
So you have to bet $120 to win $100 there. They're the favorites, slight favorites. Minnesota is even money, plus 100. So if you bet 100, you win 100 on them to win the series. If you want another example, Clippers Nuggets is 1-1 right now, Rudy. Clippers are minus 190 to win that series. Nuggets are plus 160 to win that series.
The Clippers are my team to make the finals, and we didn't talk about it yesterday, but Kawhi Leonard's kind of good at basketball.
He looks so small now, but he looks looks so like he
good.
did.
When he's healthy, he's so good. It burns a little bit. Again, I'm happy we got Wemby, and I'm happy we're going in the right direction. That's over with. But when he does what he did, I think he was like 15 for 18, almost drops 40, getting steals. It's just like, damn, it burns a little bit. It's just the wound. He picked the scab off a little bit.
He absolutely was the bridge from Duncan to Pop to Wemby. He was that guy. He could have been the bridge, but yeah.
Yeah, but if we don't have Wemby, if Kawhi's still on this team, well, maybe we do. Hell, he ain't played in 4 years.
I mean, we won the lottery ball out of our asses anyways. So
yeah. And lastly, on basketball, before we move on, I thank you. I want to say thank you to two teams. I want to say thank you to the Indiana Pacers and the Milwaukee Bucks for giving a shit. I don't want to see 80s basketball. Okay. Like, I'm not those people. I don't want to see guys that have no business in the NBA beating the shit out of somebody and people calling it hardcore defensive basketball. I don't want to see that, but I also don't want to see all the ha-ha and the kikiing. And it is legit hatred going on in the Bucks and Pacers series, and I am here for it. Dame Lillard in game one was in street clothes. He got into a heated verbal altercation with Tyrese Halliburton. Again, I don't need to see him fist fight. I don't want to see people suspended, but I need to see two teams that don't like each other. I need that. Like that, I need that part of it. And that they are giving me that. They are giving me that. Now, the part about it that I don't like, I see Bobby Portis Jr. talking shit in people's faces. I see Dame Lillard and Halliburton going at it. And then I see the gentle giant that is the leader, that is the best player in this series, Giannis Antetokounmpo, breaking shit up. I just know what I need to do. But if you poke me, oh my gosh, I'm not worried about that. I need you to engage, Maverick. I need you to engage, Giannis. Like, right or wrong, don't bring up Tim Duncan. Okay, Tim Duncan is from Mars. Tim Duncan can get away with being gentle and beat the dog shit out of you because he's one of the best players that ever lived. Probably the greatest of his era. He's not just a great power forward. I hate people putting that label on him. He's one of the best basketball players that ever walked the planet. So don't tell me, well, Tim did it that way. Giannis ain't Tim. Giannis ain't Tim.
Yeah.
Okay? He's not. So, with that being said, Giannis, it's a dogfight, and you flying out on the outside, telling people all about what's going on. No, I need you to get pissed off with the rest of the team. Look, you just breaking shit up. Fuck breaking it up. Let's go to war. Now, he's playing great. He had 35 and 15. He's playing great. But you can be great you can have great numbers without great impact. And I feel like Giannis he's having great numbers, but it's not great impact. I don't think Giannis makes anybody better. That's another reason why you can't compare him to Tim. Tim made everybody. He made Mario Elie better. He made Avery Johnson better. He made Speedy Claxton better. He made Michael Finley better. He made DeJuan Blair better. Tim makes everybody better. Giannis can get his, but he don't make anybody better. And if that's the case, I need you to get mad with the rest of the team. Because Indiana, they're all in. All 15 dudes want smoke. And I'm sitting here on the Bucks. I'm sitting here, if I'm Bobby Portis and I'm Dame Lillard, who Dame looking a little washed. We'll see what happens when he gets home. Dame looking a little washed. I don't know how he came back that quick from a blood clot. But if I'm the rest of the Bucks, I'm getting a side group chat like, yo, man, is Giannis with us? Because there's a lot of rumors that Giannis is going to want out. Now, if they go out in the first round, those rumors may heat up even more that Giannis wants out because the Bucks can't put the right team around him. Them letting go of Drew Holiday was the first colossal mistake. We talk a lot about Luka, but when you lose a glue guy like Drew Holiday, ask the Celtics how good Drew Holiday is.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Guards the best player every night. And oh, by the way, here and there, I'll give you 25 or 30. They let him go. That was a huge mistake. So Giannis is kind of taking, he's a little too laid back for me. You're not good enough to be that laid back. You're not making everybody around you that much better to be this laid back. I need you to engage, Maverick. So, but thank you to the Pacers and Bucks. I need this.
Yeah, it's something to watch. This first round has been pretty dull.
The Clippers and Nuggets is great. Are you crazy?
That's fine.
Those two games have been great.
Those are the two series.
Yeah, those
Lakers.
Two. Well,
Lakers Timberwolves is fucking a street yard fight with the fucking Timberwolves scoring 80 points.
That was bad. I thought it was 0-2. I thought it was 2002. How do you make 21 threes in game one and make like 6 in game two?
Yeah. Well, I can't wait. By the way, just more gambling stuff in here. Bucks 4.5-point favorites next
Oh, they
game.
win game 3.
They have to. I mean, yeah.
They win game 3.
Yeah.
Then it comes down to game 4. Now it'll be interesting to see how the Lakers respond should Minnesota win game 3. But
I'm very interested.
I'm very interested. I'm interested in Pistons Knicks as well. But
I thought the Pistons might get their ass out of there, honestly.
Yeah, I took the Pistons to win that series.
Yeah, Knicks are favored by 1.5 points on the road in Detroit next game.
Yeah, and they did the annual anonymous players poll. And the only ones that I really want to discuss is they asked all the NBA players, who do they feel like is going to be the face of the league in 5 years? And Wemby won going away. Everybody feels like Wemby's about to be the face of the league over the next 5 years.
Who's two?
I didn't care. I don't care about number 2. Okay. I don't care about number 2 unless it's a bowel movement. And the only other one I care about, because I'm in love with this series because of this real hatred, is the most overrated player voted on by NBA players is Tyrese Halliburton, which is so he already pissed off at the Bucks. But now you add on to the fact that, damn, the rest of my peers think I'm overrated. All right. Tyrese may have a playoff series to remember. He's voted on by your peers. This isn't GMs. This isn't fans. This isn't coaches. By the dudes that you play every night, they think you're overrated. If that don't piss you off or give you a chip on your shoulder, I don't know what will.
I bet you it's his ugly ass shot. I bet you all the players that
ugly.
Fucking thing's so ugly. That thing's gonna fucking fall apart.
It's ugly. It's ugly, but it's effective, sir. It's effective.
Yeah.
Leave them alone. Leave them alone. This next segment will be brought to you by, because this guy probably needs a little bit of his own cognac, that cognac, that Shay. This next segment will be brought to you by Texas Cheer Liquor. That's right. And it is Abril. Enero, Febrero, Marzo, Abril. It's the Abril specials. Whistle Pig. Any bottle of Whistle Pig you buy this month goes into a drawing. And at the end of the month, we'll put them all in there. We'll shake them up, pull a name out, and that person will win a beautiful brand new Set It and Forget It Traeger. Also, don't forget, I sold probably about 4 bottles last night because it's a great deal of that Rossville Union. It's our Texas Cheer Liquor, specific barrel. You can't get this taste anywhere else. It's specific to us, and we've marked it down from $60 to $29.99. And for the ladies that may need a little something sweet, for get ready for the draft, we got the Stella Rose, that lemon, and the grapefruit for only $4.99. Why? First of all, let's say you never even had it, but you just want to keep the liquor stock. Why not grab a few bottles of Stella Rose, which is probably one of our top selling brands as far as sweetness goes? Why not just have a few of those for the house for when people come over? It's $4.99. Why not stock up on them for April? So Texas Cheer Liquor, 7 locations. It's not just Cheers, it's Texas Cheer. And don't forget to mention in the building to get 5% off the stuff that's not on special. If it's already on special, you don't get your military, you don't get your in the building if it's on special. But if it's not on special, mention in the building, get your 5% off. It's Texas Cheer Liquor, official studio sponsor of In the Building. You following this Shannon Sharpe story?
Yes. By the way, I'm really good at spelling, Rudy. So it's supposed to be gluten-free, Shannon, part, not glutton-free. But I just, I was out golfing the other day, Rudy.
Where'd you play?
Where did I play? Lackland. I actually played at Lackland Air Force Base.
Nice.
I played horribly, Rudy. So terribly, the worst I've ever played. But it was a great course. So I was just, on my phone, being pissed about duffing another chip. And I just see a blank, like a white block of just text, and it's Shannon Sharpe. And I start reading, and I'm just horrified from what I'm reading. Just explicit, the most explicit messages out there. And I was like, oh boy.
And he put those text messages out.
Oh yeah, his post. And I was like, oh, it looks like Shannon, something happened with Shannon. So please enlighten me.
Now, give me that picture of Shannon Sharpe. Give me the picture. I got to give people an example of who the person that we're dealing with. Like a 50-year-old man that will put this outfit on, tuck it in, sag it a little bit, throw his leg up, and say, take the picture. Yes, this man can be duped by a 19-year-old Instagram/OnlyFans model. Leave this up. Leave this picture up because I want everybody to know the type of person we're dealing with. Shannon Sharpe is the type of person that never got no ass before he got money. He didn't get no ass before he got rich and famous. He wasn't getting no ass. And you could tell by his actions. You could tell by this outfit. And you could tell by dealing with a 19-year-old. Now it's a shakedown. Like this young lady, she's 20 now. Her name's out there. You can look it up. I'm not going to say her name. I know her name's been released. I'm not going to say her name. I ain't going to give her no more clicks. Y'all can find her. It's everywhere. She has admitted that it was a consensual relationship. Then it wasn't consensual. She's released audio that's clearly edited. There's all these pauses in the audio. Then you're dealing with Tony Busby, who's clearly a piece of shit. Tony, this is not me saying this. And keep in mind, this ain't criminal. By the way, it's civil. Shocking. This isn't a criminal case. It's civil. Now, there's stupid shit on both sides. One, Tony Busby and this young lady think we're stupid enough to not know when we're listening to edited audio. Number two, Tony Busby has clearly become a money-chasing piece of shit. And then on the other side, you have 55, 56-year-old Shannon Sharpe dating 19-year-olds and thinking it's because he's Shannon Sharpe and because he's just that dude. Like, you don't see when it's clearly a jig. Like, she just picked you. Like you're just this handsome fella that this chick ran across at the gym and just like, oh yeah. And now on Shannon's part, it's been alleged that he's offered her $10 million.
Oh,
he offered her $10 billion. They turned it down, and now they're going for 50. That makes if that's true, that makes you look awful. He did a video yesterday saying, "Hey, there's going to be a video that comes out. There's going to be a sex video that comes out.
Another one?
They've edited it, and you're going to see it. But he said, I want to ask Tony Busby and this young lady, I want to ask that y'all release the full video. He wants the full video out. So I don't know what's going to come out. I won't be watching it. I don't want to see Shannon Sharpe's.
You know what, Rudy? Rudy, I'll do it.
Ass in the air.
I'll do it, Rudy.
Shannon Sharpe's ass in the air. But I've heard a few, like, you know, when you're on the algorithm, athletes are fucking up the game. It's after 10:30, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I can say the F word. Athletes are fucking up the game for the rest of the single dudes out there. Let me tell you why. You know how many Instagram models have come out and said that athletes are such easy target? Now, Shannon Sharpe's a former athlete, but he's an athlete, and his platform is that anyway. I mean, just pretty much rich and famous dudes are the easiest targets. Like, she was 19, bro. You thought that she just wanted you? Just because she wanted to start a family with you, she was in love with you? Now, he's released the text messages where she's telling him, hey, I want you to put a big black baby in me.
Oh, I've got the quotes, Rudy.
You got them? Give me some of them.
I've got the quotes.
Give me some of them.
And by the way, I will just quickly shout out, we're live on both In the Building and Pub Sports Radio today.
Oh, we're live on Pub? Okay, sweet.
So shout out to both of you guys. Gorky donating, Tim Duncan saying had Pop who built the team, Giannis had Dame, or has Dame. So, I mean, that's fair.
Well, he won a ring before Dame got there, but that was with Michael Redd. Not Michael Redd. Jesus.
Michael Redd.
He's the same player.
Chris Middleton. Middleton. They are basically
Michael
the
Redd,
same.
Chris Middleton, the same dude. Drew Holiday. Anyway, give me some of these quotes that Shannon Sharpe himself released.
Yeah.
Text messages with him and at the time, this teenager. Now she's 20.
I know you miss this big juicy ass. $25K for each cheek. I want to put my tongue in your asshole, then marry you.
Wait. Who said that?
Text from X to Shannon Sharpe.
So she said she wanted to put her tongue in his butt and
then marry him.
Okay.
That's my
Keep
daddy.
it clean as possible. Go ahead.
That's my daddy. F.
Literally. Literally.
I want you to put a big black baby in me.
Why does the baby got to be big? Shannon's on HGH and test. He's not big. Look at Shannon's head and body when he was with Skip compared to now. It's HGH and test. He's not that big. But anyway, and I have no problem with testosterone. But I'm just saying, or HGH. I'm just saying, why does the baby got to be big and black? Because if she's probably, I think she's Latina. So it ain't going to be that big. It's going to be big and mixed. But continue these text messages.
Only if you put that baby gravy in me, then you can do whatever I want to me.
So this young lady, is on this text thread begging Shannon Sharpe for a baby, but she's alleging that he's been sexually assaulting her. But she wants his kid.
You better crave it, because you're going to be stuck for life after you put a big black baby in me.
Another big black baby reference.
Yeah, that's all I got there. Shout out to Shannon. What a weekend for that guy.
Have you seen the pictures of the young lady?
I have not. No, I've only seen those quotes.
We as men have done a horrible job of making these ladies with these body types. It's messed up for it's messed up for women too. And I say we as men because we googly eyes all over this body type of woman. And then you got the rest of the women that don't have these body types trying their hardest and going to countries and going to people's apartments and getting BBLs and dying of god-awful infections because it's like, well, I got to get my body like this because that's the only way I can get Shannon Sharpe to give me a big black baby. But let me tell y'all something, fellas. You single fellas out there. Your favorite IG model ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. Most of them are broke. They just got an ass. And most of the asses are angles. And you think your favorite Instagram model's on vacation year round when really she just changed clothes 17 times on one vacation and posts them all year long.
Yes.
Like it's nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong, you single men out there, with just a regular old girl. She ain't got that. And not only that, they're not those women like with the BBL 1 million follower women are a red flag. This type of woman that Shannon is dealing with, and he's finding out the hard way, is a red flag. This is not the one you wipe up. This is not the one you record having sex with. It's not the one. And why are you even recording these conversations if it's not a jig from the get-go? Like it was clearly a jig because you've been recording y'all's conversations.
Yeah, Shannon's all fucked up.
Yeah, me and my wife been talking about it. Like she's just like, you man, she closed me. Man, y'all are just stupid. We are. We are. But look at what look at Shannon. This is a Hall of Fame. Keep in mind, this is a Hall of Fame NFL player. For clicks and likes, has made a career off disrespecting the basketball game of Michael Jordan. This is a Hall of Fame athlete that has made a killing off of disrespecting Michael Jordan. It's one Stephen A, Skip, me, you, Mike, guys that never did it. It's one thing for us to get on our airways and talk shit and be ignorant. It's a whole nother for a man with a yellow jacket to discredit Michael Jordan's basketball game. That's the individual wearing that outfit, 2 different yellows, tucked in, gold Jordans, hands in pockets, glasses, and says, take the pick. Shannon was probably a virgin before he got drafted by the Broncos. He is a cornball extraordinaire. And I'm not shocked one bit that he got duped by a 19-year-old OnlyFans model. Because it's not like you are who you are, rich or broke. You are who you are. Money can't make you not corny. He can't it's like if you was a cornball broke, you're gonna be a cornball when you get money. And Shannon Sharp is the very definition of a cornball. Rich one, about to get 100. And there's no shocker that the reports have come out that he's about to get $100 million podcast deal.
Yeah.
And then here comes this young lady with a 50 million. Like, let me get half of that. That she says was consensual, then all of a sudden it wasn't.
Not taking the 10 milli, man. Whew.
You think she should have took the 10?
Of course. What are we talking about? $10 million?
Damn.
Easy. That would have been easy. If he offered that, that's just, she's not going to win shit. She's not going to win shit now.
Tina G says, Mother's Day is coming up. My daughter wanted to know if Texas Cheer sells gift cards. Yes, they do. Yes, they do, Tina. So go in there and get your gift card. Busky, turn your audio down.
I turned it down.
You turned it down? Okay.
Better. Hopefully it's a little better.
Yeah, he got duped by a 19-year-old, bro.
That's tough. That's ugly. That's ugly business. That's ugly business. By the way, a good way to tie all this up. Our guy Nasty Nate, shout to Nasty Nate, saying LeBron got Shannon pregnant. It's just a great way to put all this.
I ain't going that far. I'm not gonna call him. I ain't not gonna call him the Rainbow Coalition. Ain't nothing wrong with the Rainbow Coalition. I'm down with the Rainbow Coalition, but I ain't gonna go that far. Plus, I'm the type of dude. If I say that, LeBron will confront me. He won't confront Kevin Gates, but he'll confront me.
That is true. That is true.
So Shannon. Like, I'm not down with this shakedown shit, bro. Like, I think it's messed up for, again, like, it's crazy. We're at the point now where we're not giving this now 20-year-old lady any benefit of the doubt because we've seen so many lies. So I'm not down with all the shakedown shit, but I'm also not sympathetic to Shannon not understanding what's going on. Like, do you think, like, she's 20, bro? I don't care how much money you have. Like, even with Bill Belichick, and I said this when we talked about Bill Belichick, if you think Bill Belichick's girl ain't got some 24, 25-year-old meat on the side, you crazy. Well, they don't want nothing to do with our 19, 20-year-olds don't want nothing to do with our old asses. It's just like, yo, they're marks. These athletes are marks. They're like, oh, yeah, Joy Chavis, baby by Bow Wow, baby by Future. Let me go see if Trayvon Diggs will come in me so I can run my tab up to 20, 30,000 a month from him too. And what does Trayvon Diggs do? Leave it in.
Come on.
like athletes. But see, the athletes, because they have money, they have the access to these women that everybody Google, like, everybody goes crazy over. The BBL, whatever you want to call them. They have the money so they can just throw it at it because it's nothing to them. But you're just fucking up the game. For the people out there that, got a chance or even give a shit. So it's because it's not criminal, so he's not going to go to jail. But I don't feel bad for Shannon. Because it's like, yo, you're an idiot. You really thought this 19-year-old was just into you. She was into you. And keep in mind, this is the same guy that was wearing a do-rag with a Black and Mild and a bottle of cognac on Skip's show. Talking about, I got to get my yak ready. I got to get my yak ready, Skip. Because LeBron, like...
That's my guy. Shout out to Shannon. That's $100 million in podcasting right there. That's a very funny guy. Rudy, I'm interested in what you have to say about Waymo cars now. I'm very interested. Nuke Worker says Alex, Nuke Worker says, Alex, give me Waymo cars for 200.
Yo. So my first experience ever seeing one, I know they've been around for quite some time. I never saw one until last year when I was filming the TV show for the Air Force. I was in Scottsdale, and one passed by. I was like, what the hell is that? And I just start seeing them everywhere. What the hell is that? So I asked one of the people at the bar or the cigar bar where I was like, what the hell is that? What are those things? Why am I seeing? Are they cops? What are they? They're like, no, those are Waymo cars. Those are self-driving cars. And I was like, what? So I didn't see one in person until last year. And so now I've been seeing them a lot more. I don't think, are they in San Antonio, chat?
I don't think so.
I haven't seen them in San Antonio yet. And maybe there are. I just haven't seen them. But there's a story out of Austin that reminded me why I'm never getting in one. And this isn't the first person. This has happened a lot. Like, first of all, humans can barely drive. And to me, like, if this car drives itself, it's pretty much it's a laptop on wheels, right? It's a phone with wheels, right? It's an iPad with wheels, right? It's pretty much a computer with wheels, right?
Sure.
Last time I checked, sometimes my iPhone malfunctions. Last time I checked, sometimes my iPad malfunctions. Last time I checked, sometimes laptops have problems. Why wouldn't a self-driving car have issues too?
So you're out.
I'm out. This lady in Austin, her and a group of friends, they're trying to go to the Deep Eddy brewery or whatever the hell, or winery or distillery, whatever Deep Eddy has in Austin. So they hop in. They're doing the right thing, being smart adults. Like, let's take an Uber. We're going to be drinking. Let's not drive. A lot of us, myself included, would benefit from taking Ubers. Maybe not Waymo. But they get in, and they're like, oh, okay. So they see the Deep Eddy spot coming up. Computer on wheels keeps going. And they're giving voice commands. Hey, you passed it. Keeps driving. The freaking car just keeps going. Then finally, when they finally get the thing's attention, it just pulls over in a random ass spot and just stops. Locks all the doors and won't allow them to get out. It held them hostage.
You know what, Rudy? That's what all I hear is ka-ching. I hear lawsuit. Google owns Waymo, I believe.
They do?
Think so. Someone fucking rich owns Waymo, Rudy. I would love to be in a Waymo and that thing gets to an accident. Ah, my neck, my back. Oh, give me all my money.
But you know what, though? You're down. You would totally get in a Waymo.
Fuck yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? I'm old school. Like, people can't drive. What makes you think the car, like, again, it's a computer on wheels. It's going to malfunction. At some point, it's going to drive off a bridge.
And hopefully I'm in the car one day so I can go collect my fucking check, Rudy.
How you going to collect the check if you dead, Jose?
I'll roll those dice. We'll roll those dice. You were talking about divorce is 50%. Was death in Waymo 30? I've got better odds. I don't want to drive anymore. Sitting in traffic sucks. Let me let the computer drive me. Let me sit back.
But an Uber can do the same thing with somebody that's awake and alive.
But then I have to talk to that person. Fuck that.
No, see, I do hate when my Uber driver talks to me.
Don't talk to me. Never talk to me.
I'm cool. Like, I'm cool if they do, because they're trying to do good customer service. They're trying to get their rating up, so they get, when your rating is high, you get the drives that are worth more money. So sure. I get why they're doing it. But the way to get 5 stars from Rudy J, not a word.
Yeah.
If you don't talk to me, I tip you and I give you a perfect rating. If you don't talk. If you talk to me, I will still tip you, but I will not give you a great rating. I won't give you a bad rating, but I won't give you a great rating.
I give everyone 5 stars basically no matter what, but the more words you say, that's 1 cent every word you say to me. 1 cent gone.
Now, I overtip.
I obviously undertip because I'm young.
See, I overtip because we're all family here. We can have this conversation. I overtip because there's a stigma in the service community that Black people are the worst tippers.
That is true, apparently.
What?
Allegedly.
Sir?
Allegedly.
Sir?
Allegedly. That's the stereotype. I'm agreeing with you.
Wait. What is your experience with Black people in tipping that makes you so quick to say this is true? Why did you say that so quickly?
Well, one, as a Black man, I believe you would know better than me. And 2, I used to detail cars and I would be tipped by the very southern country gentleman that would look like country music stars. And then, unfortunately, I would not be tipped by my black brothers and my Mexican brothers either. So white people do be tipping, Rudy. Just facts. White people be tipping.
I'm not saying that it's true. I'm just saying that there's a stigma out there. And I've heard this from friends I have that are in the service industry. Like, Rudy, I love you. Y'all suck at tipping. So I try to tip for all of the black community I'm trying to erase this stigma alone.
Well, Jermaine's saying we pay like we weigh, Rudy. So I'm obviously paying less.
What does that mean? What does he mean we pay like we weigh? So if I weigh 250, I should only tip $2.50, or should I tip $250?
You should tip more than my 160-pound ass.
I just feel like I gotta get this stigma off of the black man.
Sure.
Because I don't want this on us. I had a black friend. He was like, Rudy, he was a waiter. He was like, we would be arguing over who's gonna take the black family table. And I wanted to fight him. I was like, yo, that's fucked up. You're a black man. What the fuck, bro? Like, how you gonna say that shit? He's like, Rudy, I'm just telling you, bro, they're gonna find something to complain about so they don't have to tip. And I'm not gonna blanket all white women. I'm not gonna blanket all Hispanic people. I'm not gonna blanket all black people. But there's a stigma out there about some black folks, Tiger Woods being one of them. We suck at tipping. So my wife gets mad at me because I overtip, and I'm like, baby, this is for the culture. She's like, you gave her $22. She's like, you gave her $22? I'm like, babe, what if this black family next to us didn't even tip 10%? I gotta make up for them.
Yeah. One tip at a time, Rudy. You're doing the thing. One tip at a time. Nuck Fico disagrees, but one tip at a time. You're gonna change the stigma.
One tip at a time.
All City AI saying strippers are the worst tippers. I would imagine that. That.
What do you mean strippers are the worst tippers? What do you mean? How do you know she's a stripper?
Oh, who knows? The crinkly ones, probably.
They do have a lot of ones.
The very crinkly old ones.
They do have a lot of ones.
Well,
so that's just me going off on the tipping. I just thought I'd bring that up because we were talking about tipping our Uber drivers. One tip at a time. You then have multiple baby mamas. Whatever.
that was well done, man.
Whatever, man. Whatever.
That might be the comment of the day. Apparently, the phrase of the day, according to Res Mob, is white people do be tipping.
I don't know if that's true. Because, okay, white people might be good tippers, but white people, so I got to give it to everybody, Jose.
Please.
White people quick to ask for the manager, though.
Of course.
I don't want to speak to a manager.
I mean, that's why Karens are a thing.
Like, okay, we might not be great tippers, but white people always want to speak with the manager.
There's not a black version of a Karen.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, really?
She's Karen too. She's just there's plenty of black people named Karen. There's Karen. There's black Karens out there.
I thought that was only strictly for the whites.
I'm in San Antonio. There's Hispanic Karens out there.
I didn't know that either.
Or they're Carinas.
Oh, that works.
They're Carinas. There's plenty of Carinas out there. I've been in restaurants with some Carinas. And they out there complaining and moaning and groaning about service and shit like that. So anyway, who is that? All City AI gave us $1. Thank you for the $1. I appreciate that, man. Much, very greatly. So that's it, man.
Yeah. What a show.
The team will be back together tomorrow.
Yeah, busy day tomorrow.
Busy day tomorrow. We're gonna do the morning show, then we're gonna do the radio show. And then Mike doesn't know yet, but we're going to go out to Slacker Styles and Notes. Since you told us what you told us.
Yep.
Mike don't know yet, but I'm going to drag him out to Slacker Styles and Notes. We're going to go live from his laptop and do some draft talk with people out at Slacker Styles and Notes. So I talked with Frank yesterday. Slacker Styles and Notes. If y'all got somewhere y'all want to watch the draft, come out to Slacker Styles and Notes and please watch the draft with us. We'll probably get there about 7:30. I know the draft starts at 7, but we got to do the radio show. It ends at 7. Then we're going to beeline over to Slackers, Thousand Oaks, where we were this past weekend. So come watch the draft with us. Come hop on the live chat with us. We're going to have some fun, and we're going to have some food. They got great food there, and y'all can have some drinks because during the week, I don't drink too much. So in the building, live from the Texas Cheer Studios. Whole gang back together tomorrow. Love y'all. Appreciate all the donations. And don't forget, if you ain't tipping, you ain't sipping. We out.